Am I wrong for refusing to give up raising my niece because my daughter doesn't approve? My husband and I have 3 grown children. We've always been close with all of them. So I never expected my oldest daughter to react the way she has. Recently, my half-sister passed away unexpectedly. She left behind a baby girl. We haven't spoken in years, but there was no family willing or able to take the baby in. Without hesitation, my husband and I decided to raise her. It hasn't been easy, but we love her and genuinely believe we're doing the right thing. Our sons have been incredibly supportive. Our daughter, however, has completely changed towards us. She said we should have thought about how taking in another child would affect the existing family. She claims we're putting all the attention on the baby and that her children are being pushed aside. I tried to reassure her that no one's replacing her or her children, but she insists everything has changed since the baby's come. Recently she told me if we continue raising our niece, she'll distance herself and stop bringing my granddaughter around. I'm heartbroken because I feel like she's making me choose between my granddaughter and a baby who's already lost her mum. I don't want to lose my daughter, but I also can't abandon a child who has nobody else. Am I wrong? So my take, honestly, I can understand how the OP feels so conflicted about this one. She stepped up and raised her niece when she needed someone. So I can see why she felt protective, and now why the situation has become so emotional. She probably thought she'd done her job raising her kids, and now it was an opportunity to help this little girl. At the same time, I think there are so many complicated feelings involved here, especially when another family member feels like they're being pushed away. We don't know the dynamics of what's changed, and it might be that the granddaughter feels like she's getting less attention now, which in turn has upset the daughter. But if you think that family conflict was complicated, the next story involves another mum trying to protect her children from the consequences of their dad's choices. This time it's about 2 daughters, a cheating husband, and a new stepmom who wants them to accept her as part of the family. Am I wrong for refusing to force my daughters to be nice to their new stepmom? So my husband of over 20 years cheated on me and got another woman pregnant. She was 15 years younger than him, and we have 2 children who are 12 and 11. When I found out, I left him. The girls knew their dad had cheated because they're not stupid and they worked it out. But I've never once badmouthed him or tried to turn them against him. Our custody arrangement means they stay at his house for 2 weekends a month, and I always encourage them to go because I want them to have a relationship with their dad. But just 4 months after we separated, their dad had the new baby with the woman he cheated on me with, and the girls were suddenly expected to accept the baby as part of their lives. But they've told me they hate going there because they're constantly asked to help with the baby, doing things like changing nappies, and I've told their dad that looking after the baby is not my daughter's responsibility, and he needs to stop treating them like free childcare. But now his girlfriend is angry with me. She says I'm allowing my girls to disrespect her, and I should make them be nicer to her. I have told my daughters they need to be polite, refuse to force them to have a relationship with someone that they're clearly uncomfortable around. They didn't choose this situation, their dad did. So am I wrong for letting my girls decide how close they want to be to the dad's new girlfriend? Personally, I don't see the mum has done anything wrong here. The girls are old enough to understand what's happened, and I think there's a big difference between teaching your children to be respectful and forcing them to accept someone they're not comfortable with. Their dad made a decision to cheat and start a new family very quickly, and the girls shouldn't be expected just to switch off their feelings and pretend everything is normal. I also think it's completely fair for the girls to help occasionally, but expecting them to look after their dad's baby and change nappies just isn't their responsibility. OP isn't stopping them from seeing their dad. She's not telling them to be rude to the new partner. She's simply allowing them to have their own feelings about a situation they didn't choose. For me, the biggest issue is the adults need to stop expecting the children to make things easier for them.